Hello. Love you too.
I love y'all.
Love Mama Lou. I love Tula too.
Bella and Tula are my baby.
Bella and Tula are baby flowers. Oh, you put up the clean dishes last night?
I ordered the dishwasher and
Oh, okay.
did the rest of it.
Oh, you didn't have to do all that.
And then
Oh,
put
thanks.
the dirty ones in the
Woo.
dishwasher. Well, aren't you glad you didn't have to wake up with a mess?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Extrachicular dictivities. Dictivities. Ooh. Extrachicular dictivities?
Yeah, that's right. And a whole set of economic sanctions that had to do with that. Even before getting rid of Venezuelan oil, that was a very economically depressed island. So regulatory, thank you very much for joining us for the perspective today. Very much appreciate that. That's right.
Informer, no player, lick a boom boom dame. Lick a boom boom jams. Lick a boom boom down. No, I don't inform on if there's illegal aliens and criminals doing operations. I'm gonna let the federal agents do their thing and deport these motherfuckers. I don't want niggas up in here being gangbangers and shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't need niggas like that. Whether they're from Africa or not, it's still niggas. Okay, it's still nigga shit. You want that shit? Okay. The thing about when black people come into a white neighborhood. All right, here's the deal. All right, if you notice when black people come in the neighborhood, they don't come just a few. Okay, it's like the grandpa comes, then the daughter comes, then the two boys that don't have a father, and then it's their cousins come, and they invite everybody from Africa, all the illegal aliens from Haiti and Africa. It's not just one black person comes in or a few. They invite every motherfucker from Africa. That's the problem with black people. All right, it's not like they bring a few people like white people. They bring every motherfucker from Louisiana and Atlanta and Africa. Okay. So yeah. So when one single mom with 3 kids moves in, a black family, then every black people come. They hear the call. You know what I mean? They hear the call from Africa. Come to this neighborhood. All right. Everybody knows that's what happens. That's why neighborhoods go downhill, is because when black people and Mexican people, when they realize there's lots of black and Mexican people, it's a mecca. It draws them in. They get more. So when the jigaboos find out that if you have a few jigaboos, there's going to be 10 more jigaboos after that. It's like, an invasion, like, bugs or something. So you have this phenomenon in the metropolitan cities. It's called white flight, because white people know if there's a few jigaboos, then there's going to be more jigaboos after that. Guess who's coming to dinner? All that stuff. So, welcome to Fabuary. You okay today? There goes the neighborhood. Yeah, if they deport a bunch of people from Africa next door, I don't care. Getting less jigaboos out of here, I don't care. I don't want hundreds of thousands of jigaboos everywhere. I mean, it's not what I want in my life. So I don't think anybody wants that. Everywhere. Not even black people want people, thousands of people from Somalia taking their jobs and invading their neighborhood and shit. Not even black people want that. So So if these people are deported from Somalia and Africa, I don't give a fucking flying shit. I'm happier. You know what I mean? One less people to worry about. You know? Deport, and deport more of the legal aliens. Deport and deport and fucking deport and deport and deport more. I don't want more fucking people from Africa here. No, in what Western country? In what country do they want more people from Africa? Like zero country? No country in the world wants that? Maybe Atlanta, Georgia wants that. Maybe some black people in Third Ward and George Floyd. Maybe in Minneapolis, but not fucking here. So it's not racism, it's called realism. And I know some black people out there. They're like, well, they're from Africa. They're my people. They're not your fucking people. I know they feel that way. Oh, if I get more darkies here, oh, I'm creating a darky society. I know that's what they're thinking, right, in their heads. But they're not African American. They're not really your. They're not really your brothers. So I'm sure there's plenty of black people in this country harboring people from Africa, illegal aliens, Haitians, Nigerians, Sudanese, Somalis, etc., etc. But they're not. They don't have your back. They're not your people, as it were. I mean, I understand the psychology, right? It's like, oh, if I import more Irish or English, oh, those are my people. Well, kind of, sort of, but they're not really my people. People, they're still from a different foreign land. That's the same reason why I don't go live on a Cherokee Indian reservation. Because, yeah, technically they're my people, but they're not my people, you know. I'm not Elizabeth Warren. I don't pretend to be an Indian. A full-blood Native American Cherokee Indian, or Navajo, or whatever the fuck she's pretending to be up there. How's those Epstein files? It's just more Bill Clinton getting his dick sucked, like what everybody thought it was going to be. Bill Clinton getting his wingaling sucked. Did anybody ever expect it to be anything different? It's just Bill Gates and Bill Clinton getting their wings sucked, getting their balls licked by young girls. That's all it is. A lot of those girls were underage. Yeah, fuck yeah. What did people think the Epstein files was going to be? It was rich and powerful dudes getting their wingaling sucked by girls that are 15 years old. What did people think it was going to be? I mean, really? Did anybody think it was going to be anything different? The Epstein files is just going to be nothing but Hunter Biden and Bill Clinton and Bill Gates getting their dingaling sucked by Russian hookers and getting STDs. That's all it's going to be. And that's forever what it's going to be. These guys aren't virtuous family men. They're probably Satan worshippers for all we fucking know. They probably worship the devil. Everybody knew that when the Epstein files dropped, what it was going to be. It was going to be Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, and Bill Gates with their pants off, with 15-year-old girls butt naked everywhere. Wing-a-ling, wang-a-dang, poontang. Anybody think it was going to be anything different? I didn't. Everybody knew it. Everybody knows Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick is a documentary. That's not a fiction. Okay, some men have standards. Like me, it's like, are you over 18? Well, show me your ID. then we can have wing-a-lang, bootang time and all that stuff. You know, so that's my standard. Is if we're gonna have wing-a-dang, bootang time, then show me your ID. Good. Over 18, everything's clean. Ka-ching. So if we're gonna have fun time, yeah, it's gonna be legal, of course. You know, legality. Maybe that's something that rich and powerful men don't understand. Laws. Maybe they don't understand that, but you know, some men like laws and they like to follow laws. No man, you know, bops a girl in the butthole who's over 18 and goes, "Oh, whoops, I made a mistake." No, they're like, "Hey, she's over 18. It was consensual sex. Boop. I'm off the hook because everything's legal." I think this like kind of this bacon cut wasn't as good as the last cut. So, all right, here we go. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not really, you know, the objectification of women as just playthings. You know, it's just cum dumpsters. You know. Like they're just baby receptacles or something like that. You know, I don't really believe in that, but I don't think that's exactly correct. You know, women are not just disposable play toys. You know, they're people too. So, okay, I'm making it. Hold on. Yeah. So maybe not an objectification, maybe an object of sexual desire. Maybe an object of desire. Yeah, but not objectified. Maybe an object in the sense that it's a sexual conquest in that regard. You know. So this thing is just all uneven and everything. Man. That's right. Okay. So the Epstein files were a big nothing burger. It was just Bill Clinton getting blown off by young women going, "Oh, I'm the most powerful man in the world. Suck my cock. I worship Satan." It's exactly what everybody thought it was going to be. It was just going to be Bill Clinton and Bill Gates going, "Hail Satan." That's all it was going to be. In the end, you know? Okay, here we go. So Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Russian 14-year-old hookers. Oh. Bubba from Arkansas coming in. So, why are anti-Trump people even reporting on Epstein files when he hadn't communicated with the motherfucker since like 2004 or some shit like that? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Hey, chill out. You're gonna get your breakfast eat. Scrappy dude. Arr! 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 Oh. There's your breakfast eat. Breakfestival. Yeah. So what happened to the Epstein files? It's like release all the Epstein files. What do they want? They want Trump with a. They don't have Trump with an underage girl. They have plenty of Prince Andrew and Bill Gates and Bill Clinton, but they don't have a smoking gun on Trump. So it's just to create fear and suspicion and doubt, and that's it. Well, a girl said she was raped. Well, allegedly is not fucking shit. A girl can say a guy raped her in the bathroom in the year 1994, but if there's no way to fucking prove it, then it didn't happen in a court of law. Where's the smoking gun? You know, to actually say something's true, you actually have to have evidence that it's actually true. I know ABC, Disney, and CBS, and NBC, and MS Now, and CNN, and leftists, and the Drudge Report, they live off tabloid insinuations and what-if scenarios, but that's not the truth. I mean, we don't have a justice system that works off scuttlebutt and fucking hearsay and rumors.
When it comes to border security, voters feel Republicans by 15 percentage points. The GOP is also seen as better for national security and immigration. That same poll found that voters favor the Democratic Party on transgender issues and on healthcare, vaccines, and affordability. Let's bring in Melissa DeRosa, Democratic strategist, and Cassie Smedley, Republican strategist. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Cassie, I'll start with you. When we look at all those different poll numbers right now, but if affordability is really the crux of what voters are focused on, is it concerning for Republicans? Do voters are giving Democrats a, I think, a 2-touchdown edge?
It's not our favorite member of the fold, that's for sure. But I do think that there is time to further connect this dot for voters. If you think about where the president spent a lot of his time in January, it was Venezuela, it was Davos. But where was he this week? He was talking about Trump accounts. Where are Republicans this week? They're talking about how they have done all the business with the appropriations bills in the House. And where was I this morning at the grocery store? Noticing the new lower prices. And you're paying, I'm at least paying 50, 60 cents less a gallon of gas than I was a year ago. So for the president, every Republican on the ballot, get to the grocery store, start doing those videos where you're showing new lower prices and connecting those dots for people. But I have to say, also in the polling started to mention that voters are favoring Republicans on securing the border and immigration policies. What are Democrats doing? They're putting us in a shutdown right now over that very issue. So to that extent, Republicans are happy to have the debate about immigration and border security all day long, so long as the Democrats want to keep shutting down the government.
Melissa, on affordability, do you think that there's an advantage here? But is there a concern that it really wasn't that long ago, but those numbers will split on affordability? That the Biden administration got all the criticism for Rob and prices that we hadn't seen it all.
Actually, if you can tell anything from any of the Jeffrey Epstein emails, Jeffrey Epstein was angry that Trump was so clean.
Look, you've got history working against you at the start. Since 1946, the president's party has lost Michigan, House seats.
Here's Jeffrey Epstein, member of the Mossad, CIA, probably a KGB asset from Vladimir Putin. He wanted dirt on powerful U.S. business people, wealthy and powerful and influential people. So, people in the royal family, etc. He wanted for Trump to be his bitch and to have tons of dirt on him, but he didn't smoke crack. He liked women, but not underage ones. Yeah. You could tell Jeffrey Epstein's frustration when he's emailing Bill Gates and his associates that he's like, Trump doesn't smoke crack. And he's like 0 in the emails. He's very angry he doesn't do any drugs and he doesn't drink and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He likes butt naked women like every other red-blooded guy that's not gay. But he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't drink. He's kind of boring. He's like he's the worst nightmare of somebody that's trying to blackmail people with dirty shit and drugs. And he's the worst person to try to corrupt is President Donald Trump. That's the last person that you could corrupt. And so that's why it's so hard to corrupt him, because he's almost uncorruptible. He's like the Joker's worst nightmare. And he's when he meets Batman, because he goes, you truly are incorruptible. And that's evil's worst nightmare, when they come up against a force that cannot be corrupted, or a person. That's evil's worst nightmare, because there's nothing they can do. You know. So you truly are incorruptible. Yeah, there are people like that out there that can't be corrupted by alcohol, drugs, girls, sex, nothing at all. There are truly sometimes almost flawless people. Almost. Everybody has flaws, but in terms of they can't be corrupted at all whatsoever. Not by satanic forces, not by evil forces, not by any forces. And that's very true. And so you could actually just hear more of Jeffrey Epstein's frustrations in the emails, that he can't pin anything on Trump, that he can't nail Trump, that he doesn't have Trump under his thumb. That it seems like more desperate frustration than actual wrongdoing. So I think history will reflect on this Jeffrey Epstein files as a big nothing burger that will incriminate members of the Democrat Party and Prince Andrew and Bill Gates and Bill Clinton a lot more, and destroy their reputations, or their former reputations, a lot more than it ever did President Donald Trump. So if the left's trying to use the Epstein files as some kind of weapon against Trump, they're not being very successful with that endeavor at all. Just wasting a lot of time and resources and energy. So, and yeah, so Prince Andrew isn't in jail or Bill Clinton's not in jail. So when those people go to jail, then maybe something will come of it. But those people are still walking free. Bill Gates and Bill Clinton, as of right now, and Prince Andrew. So I mean, basically, just their heritage and their reputations have been irrevocably damaged. That's all. But I mean, that's a heavy blow, but it's not the same thing as being in an orange jumpsuit and shackles and chains. But maybe that day will come too. Who knows? They're not too young, but they're not. They might not be old enough to die yet. So, God bless. Best of success.